The Chiefs are looking for their third straight Super Bowl victory. How do they get it done this year? We're looking at the 5 biggest keys to victory. Jay, what's your key?
Star power will show up like they always do. Kelsey, Mahomes, Chris Jones, McDuffie. These guys will show up and play big. They will dominate the football game like they have done for the last 5-6 years, and they'll win the three-peat because of those players. And then, obviously, defensively, we got to make sure we have to figure out a way to control Saquon a little bit. We're not going to shut him out. He's going to get his yards, but we got to avoid the 50, 60, 70-yard pop. Justin Reed, you got to come out and make good tackles out of the secondary. That's the most important thing. That way we get Jalen Hurts to throw the ball in our pass rush. We can unleash our pass rush, and Spagnuolo, his great blitz package, we can get after him. And then obviously the kicking game is going to be very important. We love where Harrison's at. We're going to dominate that. So those are my top 3 or 4.
I asked for 1, Jay, and you gave me 7.
You said
so
3
now
or 4.
Well, 5 for all.
It's hard to pick
all
one. You have offense, defense, and special teams, Justin.
All right. Jay gave us a few there, a little variety, a little sampling. AQ, what do you have?
Jay just did a typical Wednesday first thing in the morning meeting. Keys to victory. He gave all of them. He gave the whole PowerPoint
that's
presentation.
my bad. I thought I had to do like 3 or 4. Sorry.
No, it was good. The key is this. The key is how can we protect Mahomes, period. I think that's the biggest key. I think if he's scrambling and running for his life, it's going to be a repeat of what the Buccaneers did to him in 2020. But I think if he can kind of stay in the pocket and have his rhythm throws or whatever Colt says with the timing and stuff like that, I think everything's great. Obviously, he can improvise outside of the pocket. There's no question about that. But I think he wants to get everything done between the tackles. They'll roll him out. They'll do some different things. But if he's just sitting there running sideline to sideline trying to make plays, it's going to be a long night.
All right, Colt, key to victory.
I'm going to sound real vanilla here, but you got to stop the run. You got to stop Saquon Barkley. That's number 1. Like, it should be number 1 on the offensive meeting room and the defensive meeting room and the special teams room. Like, we got to stop this dude, right? The Chiefs haven't turned the ball over really since November. They've been playing some great football in December and in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes not turned it over. So at the end of the day, like, if you want to find yourself with the ball in your hands, a chance to win this game, late in the second half, you gotta contain Saquon Barkley. Make Jalen Hurts throw for 300 yards and beat you with his arm. Like, that's what you got to you just can't let Saquon ruin this game.
The offense will have a big part of that too, Colt, because of their ball possession. They're 50% on third downs, and their ability to maintain the ball and eat up the clock will keep Saquon on the sideline. And that's where the Chiefs really hurt you.
And the other area where the Philadelphia Eagles hurt you is they capitalize off those turnovers. So it is protecting the ball. You don't want to have a kickoff return where you're fumbling, giving the Eagles the ability to put points on the board early in the game because they can lean on that run game. If the Chiefs come out and they don't have a turnover in the first half, look, you're going to have one at some point during the game. Don't have one in the first half to allow the Eagles to get into a groove, start running the ball, getting those big offensive linemen all heated up and rolling, and then you got Saquon Barkley coming downhill. So I'm playing right off of your key. You stop Saquon Barkley and you limit turnovers. I don't need you to have 0 for the game. If you're the Chiefs fans, you'd love to have 0. Let's not have one in the first half and give Eagles an easy layup style touchdown run like the past teams have done to the Philadelphia Eagles. You look back to the Commanders, to LA. They both had awful turnovers on the kickoff return, and it was just an easy touchdown for the Eagles. It allows them to stay right in their groove and their comfort level. All right, guys, is there any other keys to victory? Jay, I know you mentioned 15. Is there anyone that you really want to hone in on again?
Yeah, Travis Kelce, obviously, he's a big-time player in big-time games, and this is what he does. His ability to uncover in man-to-man and zones and find holes and make plays after they catch will be critical to their offense. So Travis Kelce, I mentioned the star power. They got to show up, and they will show up. They always have.
Yeah, one last one, special teams. Listen, it's Harrison Butker versus Jake Elliott. What, who shows up in this game? I mean, I know where my money lies. Like, the Chiefs special teams unit has been playing well all year. Eagles have been shaky. Like, these games are going to be decided, potentially off of good special teams play and making field goals, not missing field goals, right? So to me, I think that is an edge that the Chiefs have going into this game.
And it's in a dome. So maybe if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, you're hopeful that Jake Elliott will be in a dome. It won't be windy. He won't be thinking about it. But his own fan base has been booing him. So Jake Elliott's confidence has to be at an all-time low. What is the biggest advantage the Chiefs have in this game? That's the last question. I'm going to shoot it to you, AQ.
The biggest advantage is 15. Again, we keep saying the same thing over and over again. But listen, you guys hit on so many good points right there. I feel really proud to be with this group that's so smart. Colt hit on all the things I'm thinking of with special teams. Jay hits on this. Somebody hit on the defense. There's all these different keys to victory. We get that. But it comes down to 15. It comes down to 15, and that is the biggest advantage that the Chiefs have in this game. It might be the only advantage that they have in this game, but that's one advantage you want.
That's a big advantage.
So we've said Patrick Mahomes, obviously he's a number one advantage, the kicking game. There's one last group of people. What about coaching staff, Jay?
Advantage Chiefs, and it's going to come down to some critical fourth down calls by Sirianni, I think. He's been very good at going forward on fourth down. They've been pretty successful, but Super Bowl time, 4th and 2 at your own 48. You going to go for it? You going to punt it? What are you going to do, coach? And those coaching situations and decisions going for 2 at weird times, they could come back to haunt you because this will be a close game. I promise you that.
The best app for your big game party is on your phone. That's right. You and all of your friends could be feasting on Underdog. Ride together on stats like passing yards, first TDs, interceptions, and so much more. If you or your friends haven't joined Underdog yet, what are you waiting for? Whoever signs up today using code POCKET, capital P-O-C-K-E-T, will get up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. Again, that's code POCKET for up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Head to the App Store and download Underdog today.